Kids, number 4, I think. I don't even remember anymore. There we go, number 4. We're on 4. 4, there it is, 4, yay. Ooh, cool purple. So we have the negative. You got to be careful of the negative. Remember, every other one's going to be negative. Every other one's going to be positive. Don't do anything stupid, though. All right, so I got to get a small pen because we got 6 of these things to write. Let's get the small purple. So, 6C0, 6C1, 6C2, 6C3, 6C4, 6C5, and 6C6. Oh my God! So exciting! That was awesome. We know this is 1, and we know this is 1. We know this is 6, and we know this is 6. We just don't remember these 3, unless, of course, we look back on an old problem. But we're not going to do that. We're going to come over to our calculator, not whatever this is. Little Jimmy Kimmel. Got to keep myself occupied while you people... That was kind of a funny skip, by the way. Anyway. Boom. What are we doing? 6C2. 6, comma 2. 15? There she is. 15. By the way, this was hilarious. First textual experience. They like sing texts that kids send back and forth to each other. Kind of funny because it was kind of funny. So anyway, this is 15. And this is 15. If I'm not mistaken, this is 20, but I better check just to make sure. So clear this one out. Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching. Enter. Oh, I'm supposed to do 3. All right, 6, comma 3. This one should be 20. 20. All right, cool. So it's 20 equals. No, not equals. Times. I already had the equals. Somebody needs a break. Times. Parentheses. Woo! Man, that was fun. You don't get no better than that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off! Oh my God, man, this is so much fun. 0, don't need it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we have some issues with this one. This one you have to be very careful with, so I better do it in black. The first one's easy. It's 4p, 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 and 4p. But this is negative q. Be careful. Negative q. Negative q. Negative q. It's really negative 1q is really what it is. Negative q and negative q. All right, so let's go right here. This is easy. Oh, 4 to the 6th power. Don't have a clue what that is. I've forgotten. So I'll do 4 raised to the 6th power. Let me clear all that out. 4 raised to the 6th power is equal to 4096. Wouldn't have gotten that one. 4096 p to the 6th. Now, if you're a smart kid, and by now you've probably figured it out, this one's going to be p to the 5th q. This one's going to be p to the 4th q squared. Remember, the exponents have to add up to 6 every time. P cubed. It's a mess, kids. It's a mess. It's an absolute disaster. So let's try this again. P to the 5th q. P to the 4th q squared. P cubed q cubed. P squared q to the 4th. Remember, this one's adding up. I don't know why every time I write a 4, it looks like a 9. P q to the 5th. And finally, q to the 6th. All right, now we just got to get the numbers. So we're going to multiply 6 times... I should get a different color. Let me get a... let's go with like cool blue. You got it, kids. Cool blue. 6 times 4 to the 5th times... It's really negative to the 1st power, so it's really just negative 1. Remember, every odd exponent, this will be negative 1. The first, that's negative 1. Negative 1 squared, that's positive 1. Negative 1 cubed, that's negative 1. Negative 1 to the fourth is positive 1. So every other one of these is just a 1. So let's get it on our calculator. It's 6 times 4 to the fifth. So 6 times, parenthesis, 4, parenthesis, raised to the fifth power. 6144. So 6144. And I already got those. Now we're going to do 15, 4 to the fourth. Oh, but wait a second. Don't forget this negative. Remember, every other one of them is negative. So that's going to be negative, that's going to be negative, and that's going to be negative. So maybe I'll put those negatives in. Because the first one's positive, and then because it's an even exponent, and then all the rest will be negatives. All right. So 15, 4 to the fourth. So 15 times 4 raised, what the heck? 15 times 4 raised to the fourth equals 3840. 3840. Now this is going to be 20 times 4 cubed. Clear. 20 times 4 cubed. And that's 1280, but it's negative 1280. Now the reason it's negative is because we have negative cubed. Negative times negative times negative is negative. Now it's going to be positive, so 15 times 4 squared, I believe that's 240. 6 times 4 is 24. And the last one is just negative to the 6th power. That's positive, and it's just q to the 6th. So there's my answer in all of its wonderful glory, and we'll put the answer in green, because that could be our answer. So 4096 p to the 6th minus 6144 p to the 5th q to the, just q, plus 3840 p to the 4th q squared. Don't forget the exponents always have to add up to 6 because they got to match this up here. Always got to add up to 6. Minus 1280 p cubed q cubed. Now we're getting right close to my head. Plus 240 p squared q to the 4th minus 24 p q to the 5th plus q to the 6th. That's it, kids. There she goes. Nice and neat. Give it to me nice and organized. Give it to me nice and neat. There it is. All right, kids. Hasta luego. Oh, that one took 8 minutes.